Greetings. You know how to grow your business? One way, the most solid way, this is how I grow my business, is to connect with people who are your target market. And I'm not alone. My guest is Jacqueline Waller. She is the founder of Connecting Atlanta. In last 5 years alone, she is able to have over 7,000 members from Atlanta and tens of thousands of followers on Facebook and social media. And she become the kind of, once you connect with people, you become the hub, and everyone is, you are being seek after from your all the partners and people who want to do business. And with the connecting, you're connecting the business owners with the product and services what they need, so that way you're able to help them to grow. And once your connections are growing, you are growing automatically. And let's see if my guests agree with that one. Please join me to give a warm welcome to Jacqueline Waller, from the founder of Connecting Atlanta. Welcome, Jacqueline.
Hey, Mohammed. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Jacqueline, let me start with this. Where were you? What happened? Who you were surrounded with that inspired you to become the hub of Connecting Atlanta?
The hub of it. I was building out another company a few years ago, and had started a group on Facebook called Connecting Atlanta. We originally wanted to start out a networking company, but I wasn't really a big fan of networking. I had a speaker there that was, or networking events really, but I always had speakers there that were educating, so I just flipped it, and we've had great successes in creating an education platform that is geared specifically to help speakers, trainers, and business consultants focused in human resources, finances, sales, and marketing build and grow their businesses, as well as helping other business owners around Atlanta to grow their business by being attached to these amazing speakers and educators. So it's been pretty exciting. Yeah. So we've been building it out for a few years now, and I've been doing like 2 events per month for the last 2 years.
Yeah, great. I hope you have enjoyed those events experience, and you can continue to do that, because Atlanta need you, by the way. So
yeah. Yeah, it's garnered me a lot of experience, and definitely putting events together and everything that goes into it, for sure.
Wonderful. Jacqueline, I am going to grill you a little bit, so I'm going to get most out of you from that one. So let me start with the hardest question is, based on your experience of connecting, and seeing businesses grow in front of you, what are the top 3 missteps to avoid to grow your business based on your own experience?
What are the missteps to avoid to grow your business? I would say is undervaluing yourself, right? I feel like a lot of people, including myself for a long time, had undervalued ourselves, because there are certain things that come so easy to us that we just don't put a dollar amount to that. But the fact is that through time, we've built up certain gifts and talents that really do, that may be easy for us, but there's other people that will find great value in that and will pay you for that. So just, I would say, always make sure that it's okay not to give stuff away for free, and to charge for what you want for your experience in business.
So that's
like one of the biggest things.
That's the one. So is it like not undervalue yourself? What's the number 2 and number 3? I'm going to get most of out of you.
So the second one is marketing. So a lot of people do not build out an email marketing database, and then following up with their customers on a regular basis. So why do you think McDonald's or Nike or all these companies that are well-known brands are always advertising and doing sponsorships and stuff like that? Because they understand the value of always being in front of their customer. As a small or medium-sized business owner, you may not necessarily have the funds to pay someone like Tiger Woods like $1 million to be able to have him wear your shirt. However, you can do something very cost effective, which is sending out emails, being on social media, and just the biggest thing is building out your own database. There's a comedian that I love on Instagram and Facebook, and he had like 500,000 people following him on Facebook, and he has positive, clean posts. But Facebook got an itch one day and just deleted his whole Facebook fan page. But because he didn't take the time to, at that time, to build out his own database through that, he had to go back in and rebuild it back out again. So that is the biggest thing. Yes, social media is fantastic, but you don't own that database. The only database that you own is your own customer relationship management system: name, email address, phone number.
Wonderful. One more.
That's the second one.
One
One
more.
more. So the other one is, and then this is marketing. So then we have staying in front of your customer, and not, and I would say this is also kind of goes back to the first one a little bit, but that a lot of people have a problem with is people say they don't want to sound salesy, right? But as my experience as a salesperson, it's really about building relationships and driving value back to your customers. It's not about saying, oh, I need to be this salesperson. But the fact is that we, and it's kind of cliche, but the fact is we all do sell to our to everybody around us on a daily basis, especially when we're meeting somebody new. They get a representation of us in the first 15 seconds of us meeting with them. And you basically had to put your first foot forward, your best foot forward, when you're first meeting them, for if you want to create a business partnership, if you're whatever it is that you're looking to do, you're always basically selling. But it's kind of just building out who you are and being sincere and honest and a straightforward person, and making sure that you're always offering more value to your customers and more perceived value to your customers than what they're actually feeling like they're getting in return. So
wonderful.
understanding, and you'll have to understand who your client is and what your target market is to be able to do that as well.
Thank you so much. So don't undervalue yourself. People undervalue, and they are not building their database, and the sales, I'm not a salesy person, so they are like shying away from sales. In fact, reality
Right.
is they should be offering it more like a value, focus on a value, not on a sale. So sale happen on its own. So the great wisdom. Thank you, Jacqueline. So let's keep going. And what are the top 3 success secrets to grow your business based on your experience at Connecting Atlanta?
Well, I guess part of it is the thing that I just really kind of said. So when it comes to driving, so one of the things that I teach about, I have a lot of experience in, like, close to 20 years experiences in sales, right? Building out your database. And so one of the things I would recommend is, especially if you're wanting to build a team of people that are going to build out your brand, is that you want to make sure that you have your messaging down clear, like your vision, the types of customers that you want, and what drives value. Understanding that every customer is a great customer, because some people will not want to pay anything, but will drive you nuts. And so that's why it's important to understand who your client is. And then a couple of things that you can build out is some onboarding sheets for individuals that are going to be selling your brand for you, your product, your service, whatever, and even doing some copy with some emails that they can start to utilize when they're first reaching out to prospective clients and customers, and just some basic stuff that they could say on the phone. And always understanding, this is the biggest thing, it always goes back to what your customer's looking for, right? So you need to understand what your with them statement is. What's in it for me, right? So what's in it for your customer, right? Because that's what your customer's asking, what's in it for me? So you always want to make sure you understand what that biggest thing is that your customer is looking for and understands. So I think that's one of the things. So sales, and then I think I kind of just mentioned them, before. And the other thing is, this is a huge thing. Get a really good tax accountant, like someone who understands, like, your business model, your business, understanding if you should be set up as an LLC, S Corp, C Corp, whatever, and then understanding, should you take a salary, whatever it is, you need to talk to a CPA or a business accountant that works with business professionals and helping them to drive the most revenue into your company, because you could really destroy it. You could have a great growing business, but you could end up destroying your business if you do not have your taxes done properly, right? Or you're setting yourself up as a sole proprietor and you're paying an income tax instead of being set up as a business owner. And then I probably say the third thing is, which a lot of times people are afraid to invest in advertising or figure out ways that they're able to invest in marketing. So I would suggest another thing is understanding marketing within itself, or at least taking a couple of courses. You can do them on our company, connectingatl.com, or you can do them on LinkedIn, or just different platforms that offer, but just understanding copy a little bit. You don't have to be an expert at it, but at least a high level. So this way, when you work with a marketing company, you will be able to understand and drive the most revenue into your organization, right? So I'd probably say those are the top three.
Yeah, thank you. The bonus would be networking with the right type of people. Is that right?
And networking with the right type of people. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Great.
And just because, so if you go out to a networking company, organization, or you're out connecting with people, just because somebody may not be the right fit for you doesn't mean that they won't know somebody else that'll be the right fit. So it's important to stay in front of customers and stay in front of those people. So that's the other thing, is like when you went back to the email databases, when you're emailing out customers, you're staying in front of them. So this way, one of their friends may say, hey, I'm looking for this. Like, oh yeah, I just got this email yesterday or today. Let me forward this over to you. So
yeah, it's you, or you know of someone. That's how
correct.
you ask someone always.
Exactly.
Because, yeah. Yes. Thank you so much, Jacqueline. As being a growth hacking show, we are going to ask you how you are growing your business and growing your Connecting Atlanta right now, so we know what's working right now.
So one of the biggest things that we are offering as we are growing our business is being able to help market out other people's events. So that's one of the things I am fine-tuning right now and building. So we are working through that actual growth hack, and I am partnering with people who have already have experience in that, and are really just giving me ideas and stuff like that to help push it out. So one of the ways we're doing is obviously through social media. We're doing it through Facebook advertising. And then I'm going to, after I get that down pat, I'm going to move into LinkedIn advertising for myself, and just really figuring out the right types of tag words and phrases, tag phrases as well. A lot of people don't know that you could get actually a phrase. It's less expensive than a word in advertising, right? And it could be and so it's just kind of figuring that out and understanding the whole Google Analytics a little bit better. So
cool, great. I wish you all the best on this. And
thank you.
And the community of Growth Hacking Show, how we can support you?
Well, if you guys can provide some suggestions on different ways that we're able to growth hack and help, the business owners that are part of our network, and helping them to drive people out to their events as well.
Yeah, go ahead, and if you're watching this, you're still watching this, you want to connect with Jacqueline Waller, and go ahead and connect on LinkedIn and tell her that you outreach to her through the Growth Hacking Show, so that she will enjoy that one, definitely. Jacqueline, as we are about to wrap up, what would you say as a final word?
I just want to say thank you, Mohammed, for having me on the show today. Really appreciate it. And I think this is a great thing that you guys are offering to business owners in your community.
Yeah. Thank you, Jacqueline.
People definitely need to sign up for your email database and your website.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, Jacqueline. Jacqueline, for sharing your wisdom with us today on the behalf of the Growth Hacking Show community and our entire team. We really appreciate you. This is Mohammed Siddique signing off from Atlanta, wishing you good luck, good sales, and I do have a path cross again with another amazing guest. Until then, all best wishes.
Okay, thank you.